weird right now. We bleached it again because we have to chop off all the color. We waited too long to trim it. And my hair turns orange when you bleach it the first time. It just looks weird.
Well, you also have like this weird like side swoosh going on too, don't you?
Yes, my swoop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's totally. Your name is totally Munch Wolf and not Munch-Dawg. I fucking swear to God.
Alright.
God damn it.
It's a TurboTax.
You're like, I don't know who you're trying to look for.
He's trying to Munch is trying to channel his inner Jacksepticeye.
Is it okay? Listen, I'm not allowed to shave my head anymore for some reason. Apparently, Julie likes my hair longer, and I was just like, I want to spice this up. I kind of just it looks boring to me. So, color. We're going Blastcraft red this time.
No. After this, Munch, I have an idea.
Oh yeah.
Dye it platinum white.
I thought about that. The current one, I promised my boss, well, the HR lady, she's technically my boss as well, but my HR lady was like, "Are you gonna do Blastcraft red to rep the company?" And I was like, "I don't think we have red, so if you buy me some, then." I mean, sure. Then it turns out we do have red, so we're doing red.
So is the HR lady gonna slap a bumper sticker with your company logo on your forehead afterwards?
I finally got a company hoodie. I've been wearing that I've just been wearing that out and about. Platinum blonde is a thing, platinum white is not. Titanium white, that's a paint color.
What about like hair dye?
I mean, I've seen like different tiers of white with hair dye. Like, I don't know
That's because people don't always go white. There's also silver.
Oh yeah.
Gray.
Okay.
Yeah. White is white.
No, you need to dye your hair like it's a Bob Ross color palette. Some phthalo blue, some phthalo white.
No. What you're telling me is that he needs to go to Walmart and find a box specifically labeled "Happy Little Trees."
Yes.
Sad little clouds, peaceful little waterfalls.
Okay, so I've seen some crazy dye jobs on the internet, and I'm like, I look at Julie like, can we do that? And she's like, fuck no. You know how much work that is?
No, Munch, you gotta dye your hair like your Earth Chan and put green and blue in it. To make little continents.
I thought about it. I did think about it. Because, like, I've seen, like, someone actually did the Earth Chan thing. It was actually a pretty good cosplay. I was impressed. Someone did, like, rainbow leopard print, and I was like, that looks dope. You know, like, just shit like that, where it was just really complex colors and patterns, and it was like, it just looks so cool, and I don't know how to do that shit. And Julie was raised by a cosmetologist, so I asked her, and she was like, go fuck yourself.
No, I want to see Munch with a perm.
Absolutely not. I unintentionally permed my hair with gel back in middle school, and was the laughingstock of everyone I walked past that day. Ah, Shin.
You could probably pull off the Johnny Bravo.
The pompadour.
Yeah, the pomp. Yeah, but you have to have your hair cut in a certain way to pull off a pompadour.
This is true.
Because you have to keep it. You have to keep your bangs like 12 inches long.
And, that's a lot of hair gel on a daily basis.
Yes. I'll start calling you eggs on Valdez. Anyway, where were we? I just remember Barn and I wanted to pet the meats.
Yes, Shin, your song is not going to play today because we're doing D&D and the entrance sounds get turned off for D&D. I didn't even change my fucking category. I'm an idiot.
Professional streamer.
I know, right?
But no, I want to. All I remember is I wanted to pet a moo and there was no moo.
This is true. I remember the movie. I remember someone spamming fucking intelligence checks.
I think that was Nathan.
Motherfucker.
That was both of you. Don't even try.
My spams made sense. Nathan was just spamming spam.
Here's the pattern. Here's the pattern. You spam, and then Nate spams. Nate spams once he realizes that you spam. So if
So,
you spam, then maybe Nate won't.
how is this always my problem? How is this always me being the root of the problem?
You are the dad of the group, which is terrifying.
No.
Well, I mean, I do have a pet forg.
Had an ad. Oh, sorry. So Shin, since we're playing D&D today, and D&D is very easily thrown off by all the entrance sounds, so we keep those off during these sessions.
But I'm actually the grandfather of the group because I have a son. His name is Forg.
You are not any guardian figure of anyone in this group.
I feel like Fishy would be like the like that one uncle at the family get-togethers where like all the kids like to hang out with him, but the moms don't like that the kids hang out with them.
So I'm Dennis Quaid in Family Vacation with Chevy Chase.
Hi James, I'm sorry. As I was just telling Shin, no entrance sound today. I'll play it for you just to, if I can find it anyways. Where the fuck?
But yeah, no, I'm the crazy uncle. I think his name's Dennis Quaid. It's Randy Quaid. It's Randy Quaid from the vacation movies.
I have Shin's thing in here. I'll play that as well. I think I have it in here.
Munch is letting the ADHD demons consume him.
I'm sorry.
Austin.
The Ade Day is strong today. There's been a lot of emotions.
Why is that?
Why
Huh?
the fuck did your bot slap me? What the hell?
My bot slapped someone?
I did not consent to being slapped.
Oh, James slapped you with honor.
Oh, he didn't even tag me.
It's random.
Oh, it's a random command. He added a slap command that's just random.
What the fuck?
I also have an 8-ball command.
I did not consent to being slapped.
I slapped myself with a cheeseburger. James says, "Ha, soup." One more. We'll do an 8-ball before we get this started.
Also did not consent to being hugged, fish.
You didn't let me finish.
This is with consent. Magic 8-ball. Will we actually get something accomplished in this campaign session, or will they continue to just wander?
I don't know. Depends if Rag knows any help.
We made... Shut the fuck up about Rag. He's more helpful than you are.
I will yeet you.
No, you will not.
Like I yeeted that goddamn safe.
Alright, I'm gonna turn Soup up just a smidge. Gonna turn Nate up a lot. I'm probably gonna have to turn him way the fuck down once he gets to his computer.
Yeah.
Are you driving back to your apartment, Nate?
Yeah, he's stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
By the way, we did make progress. I hope you know. We made it out of the fog. We're halfway up the mountain.
Yeah.
according to my note.
Yeah, we're at a barn.
No, you're not at a barn. You just made it out of the fog. The barn was before the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
The barn was way before.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, this arrangement where Munch is gonna make my rolls is gonna stop me from spamming.
This is true.
So
At least until you get home. Alright, let's see.
At least until you get home or until an accident is caused.
I apparently didn't read my notes properly last time. I had a much more complex system for that fog shit than... alright.
Well, I mean, I was hitting some nat 20 rolls on my intelligence. I don't think it would have
I fucking vague. Alright. Anyway, I suppose let's get this show on the road. Let me see if I have any music that works for the top of a fucking mountain. I do not. Alright. Abandoned fucking fair it is.
I can't think of anything. I have what is it called? Like Dragostin Day stuck in my head. The Numa Numa song. No, stop.
Oh no. Okay. Oh fuck, I also didn't create a map. We're just gonna use the shelter entrance for the filler map.
Take make a just grab a picture of some mountains.
I suppose. I'll just quick image search. This will be fine.
You search Japanese mountain.
Mountaintop. Mountaintop RPG map. Not mag map. Oh, close enough.
Mag.
Meg.
This is very tiny. Open image, new tab. Save that shit. Sure, downloads, whatever, fine. Alright, I don't remember how to do this. Here we go. Upload, choose file. Downloads. That'll work. Cool. So I can drag this shit over. Oh my god, it's so tiny. This is gonna be blurry as a bitch.
Weird.
That's a little better. Pick you there, and these, and thank you to whoever made this map chunk. You have saved my ass in a time of need, because I'm very lazy.
Oh. Why does that look like Stonehenge on top?
Kinda does. Alright, I'll just stick that there. Grab you.
Things small.
Stick that there. They're very small and blurry, but it's fine.
That would help.
It's
We'll
about the
have
gist.
And then again. Oh shit.
Why? Give me this. No, I keep clicking the don't show me again, and then it shows me again.
Delete. Objects and tokens. Pasta.
Why are you? Why is it in dark mode? Who the fuck told you to go into dark mode? You.
Yeah, it did that for me too, and I don't know why it do that. Controlled by Stupo.
Dark mode because then it's gray, and I can't read gray font on a black background. That hurts my
Controlled by
eyes.
Sylvain. Controlled by Ish. Okay. The map is prepared. Good enough. How do I turn off dark mode? Oh, it's the little thing over to the side. Okay, cool. Ah, my eyes! Ah.
I don't like dark mode.
I like...
It wouldn't be bad if it wasn't for the fact that they put gray fucking font on a black background.
Right.
I don't know. For me, I can read the gray font. It changed the color of the font when I turned it to dark mode.
It made it... Yeah, I mean, alright, it's somewhat legible. It's definitely better than it was. I think they updated that a little bit. So I remember they had just like the semi-dark gray on the very dark gray, and it was like really hard to read before.
Yeah.
Alright.
So anyway, do a Team 4-star recap. Go.
Last time in Chaos in Kordova, our roaming band of assholes, and also Pim, were making their way to the peak of some fucking mountain that I can't remember the name of right now. Mount Waning.
How did Pim get excluded from the asshole category?
You're the
They're
most
still an
character out of the lot.
Oh, they're just a good asshole.
There, I gave you a name of the mountain, Munch.
Mount fuck off in the valley of Go Tug yourself. Okay, sure, Z.
God damn it.
A roaming band of assholes is making their way towards the peak of Mount Waning in an attempt to find sacred texts relating to an extremely rare magical artifact known as a Tear of Arcanus, the god of magic himself. They wandered through the city, making their way into the suburbs, in which they battled a horrid monstrosity known as a Ghast of Leng. Beyond there, they found many tiny plant creatures that they stomped into oblivion before they had a chance to roll anything. And then they tried to not get lost in the mountain fog. Finally, they have escaped the fog and see before them a path up to the peak of the mountain. Alright, so as I said, you guys see like a sort of shitty stone path. You are currently in like a barren, sort of rocky area, a middle ground between the forest itself and like the snowy cap of the mountain. There's like the path kind of seems to be a combination of just worn in, and then like at some point some monks or somebody most likely tried to like lay down some stepping stones, but they're, you know, they don't have a ton of money, so it's not exactly a good job. The peak of the mountain is currently covered, like has some cloud cover atop it. You can't quite make out like the monastery or anything surrounding that area, but like it's a pretty safe guess that that's where you're going. So how would you like to proceed?
With athletics, of course.
All right. You start power walking up the hill like you're in a CrossFit cooldown.
It's called Mount Midoriyama. I'm doing the Chaos in Kordova. Ninja Warrior.
Fucking Kordova Ninja Warrior. You see before you a series of obstacles that you would never find in reality.
Oh my god, he's hitting the salmon ladder.
Why is there a warped wall on this mountainside?
That means Tim gets advantage on the warped wall since they have 2 sets of feet.
I mean, they could also jump like a motherfucker. I think they could just, like, go over it.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think I have the big leap. I think that's only on my satyr.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. But, I mean, you are technically half deer, and deer got hops.
Especially in front of your vehicle.
Like, what's your movement speed? I'm pretty sure like a running jump is based off movement speed.
Isn't your
40.
speed like... Oh, I thought it was 60.
40 is still pretty good. You can jump distance equal to your strength score provided you run up to at least 10 feet. Can't jump further than your movement for the turn. Type of, okay, that's running jump. Let's try vertical jump.
Tim's just out here hitting the hoops, dunking on people.
Actually, Pim, you're behaving like a normal person.
Tim's out here hitting a rainbow windmill reverse dunk.
Ragnar's hanging out, just playing his bagpipes.
But yes, I choose to athletics my way up,
Alright.
given the fact that the path is probably crumbly.
It is pretty crumbly. It clearly hasn't been maintained in a long time. You assume because the monks don't leave very often.
And when they do, they implement the how to fall downstairs step. Step 1, step 2, step 6, step 13, step 22,
Step 55. Ow, a tree.
Step 10,002.
Alright, so...
Pray for God.
So I guess, I mean, it's a pretty clear path, but I guess just roll me a survival to make sure that you guys don't, like, trigger an avalanche or some shit. That's God damn, 2 20s in a row. What the fuck, dude?
They're modified 20s.
Still, it's soft 20s, but still 20s. Like, alright, you guys are making your way up the path. There's some clattering rocks. There's some, like, dead vegetation. You don't see a ton of creatures of any sort. Like, I mean, there's, like, the occasional vulture flying above, but most of the wildlife seems to have kind of maintained its position in the forest. I see a burb. Ah! As you progress up the mountain, you start to make it to the transition point between the craggy rocks into the snow. I'm assuming none of you have snow-based apparel, let alone snowshoes. So
I don't have. do I have hooves?
I mean, hooves probably do alright in snow.
I'm a dragon. I don't give a shit.
So, let me make sure my dice roll is set to GM first and foremost. Let me just...
Yeah, you don't want those measly, wimpy player rolls.
Yeah. Don't get me confused with the GM, you might lose.
Alright. Give me, give me a, what would maintaining footing be? I'm gonna say, give me a dexterity check. A lot of you.
Ooh.
Dexterity check.
You can't see it, but I'm rolling my dice.
Okay.
What do you get?
Alright.
What do I have? Who the hell turned my advantage on? Fuck you.
I mean, you still got a 20. So we got a 4, a 20, and Nate, you roll a... Give me a second. What's your, let me check your character sheet here. Oh, I could just roll for you from here. Duh. There we go. You got a 20. Congratulations.
Man, Munch, I should have you roll for me all the time.
Oh, alright. As you guys start moving into the snow. Tim, you're doing fine. You're just trotting along like, this is great. Ragnar's riding atop you, playing the bagpipes, trying to keep the mood jaunty. Sylvain is apparently just very well versed in snow terrain as well, just kind of like rogue stepping his way through the snow. And then there's Zarg. Zarg takes about 3 steps into the snow, goes, Jesus, fuck, that's cold, and slips and falls.
Careful to make sure your armor doesn't freeze.
Alright. Give me another survival, just to, the path has gotten a tad harder to see, it is snow covered. I'm gonna go.
Alright.
I mean, that tracks because I'm currently, chest deep in snow.
Right. I'll have Nate roll one as well.
I have
Another
rolled.
20! Jesus.
Well, he's gonna roll a 1 next, just like I did after my 2 20s.
Fucking Sylvain has got a broom from somewhere and is just dusting off the path ahead of y'all like, this way, guys. Congratulations.
You had every right to get a 20 on that survival check.
Listen, the snow is covering a rock I tripped.
Did you chip a hoof?
Alright.
I did not.
As you begin to... You are approaching the cloud cover towards the peak of the mountain now. Just before, approximately, we'll say 5 to 10 feet before you guys hit actual cloud. Roll me a perception check. All of you, please. I will...
Alright, sir, I have rolled.
Ah, yes, this mountain is made of mountain.
God damn it.
It smells like a mountain. It sounds like a mountain.
Ragnar goes, it tastes like a mountain?
It smokes like a mountain?
Wait a minute. Alright, with two perception checks above a 15, you guys notice what appears to be humanoid remains. You see a dude or what's left of a dude. He looks like he's got some chunks taken out of him. His armor's pretty torn up, but due to the nature of the area, it being very cold and very snowy, he's pretty well preserved, which allows you to see the look of absolute horror plastered on his corpsey face.
Oh man.
I made a statement.
You made a Jim 3, is that you? Oh no. Are you going to try and take this man's skull?
Only if Pim lets me.
I'm not hearing a no.
I think.
No, because I was taking a sip of my root beer when I was so rudely asked for my opinion.
If I remember correctly, I was allotted 2 free gym takings.
He's just got tokens.
Yes.
If
Because I gave the gym skull to that bone merchant when they were asking for your bones.
Okay, I didn't allot a certain amount of bone, for one thing. And for another thing, if you touch those bones and something goes wrong, it is entirely your fault and entirely your responsibility, and it'll be entirely your job to fix it.
I'm willing to accept the consequences of my actions.
All right, roll survival then.
Alright.
A 16, you remove this man's head. Pretty effectively. You've gotten pretty used to breaking off the bone, like cutting at the joint of the spine.
To a concerning degree.
To a concerning degree, yes.
I just put Frozen Gym 3 in my inventory.
Alright. You do notice, like, a little ways off, a couple other corpses. They are in a similar state. One would be, oh shit, thank you for the sub, Nat. Also, thank you for the contribution to the channel point challenge. You see what appears to be a halfling and a drow. They are also in various states of fucked up. But the common factor here, aside the state of the bodies, is they all have a very unhappy, kind of scared look on their face. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure gym decapitation.
Well, that's pretty good.
What the fuck?
I'm adding that as a quote.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That is great.
Suddenly, Gene Wilder just shows up.
If only.
Mr. Wonka, what are you doing in our mountain?
Well, you see, I'm looking for a new location. All right.
When's the Chocolate River sighting?
Oh god.
You
You do see something that resembles a chocolate river, but it's trailing away from one of the corpse's pants.
Oh,
Chocolate rain.
no.
No. Alright. So, I'm assuming y'all continue to move forward unless, like, I mean, there are dead bodies. They have, like...
Can I just pile all the dead bodies and pose them into, like, a scared band? So that means they get a final resting place together?
No.
Oh.
No.
I at least bury them?
No.
Alright.
Fine, then I guess they get a sky burial then.
Scat burial.
Listen, you have unconsensually touched one carcass's head already. You don't need to defile the rest of these bodies.
I was gonna bury them respectfully, according to my
They
culture.
Can you find their wills? Have they said they wanted to be buried? Maybe they wanted to rot in the open so that birds can feast on their bodies.
That's
If only I had high enough sleight of hand of fake wills.
That's metal.
That's my job.
That
That's my
is
job.
so I might jot that down for my will and testament. Just leave me outside to get eaten by burbs.
There's only one. There's only one state in the union that allows sky burials, and I believe it's Alaska.
Huh.
I was gonna say I literally have a forgery kit in my inventory.
Nice.
I'm the only one that can forge. Well,
Fine. I guess I'll just continue and resist the urge from collecting more gems.
What do we have here? Nate, you've got quite a lot of interesting stuff in your character's inventory.
I mean, he is a kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't think a forgery kit is one of them. Though.
Also, I like that holy water has a capital A in it, so it's holy water. Right.
Holy
Where? All right. Oh.
I've got a mixture of shit.
Holy
Oh god. Okay, continuing forward. You guys breach the cloud layer. It is very difficult to see the path ahead of you now. So I will need you guys to make survival checks with disadvantage.
Alright, I have rolled.
I'm not sure how to do this with disadvantage. I'll just roll twice for you. Alright, Nate got a 13.
Damn.
Alright, you gotta roll survival one more time.
Oh, I thought you said perception. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, that's the different survival. Yeah, survival, please. Also, double 18s? What the fuck is up with this kid? This Alright, so
Zard,
13, 16,
did you
3.
Did you turn on disadvantage
Yes,
for your?
yes, I did.
How do you
Making sure.
I don't remember how to set that shit up, so I'm just doing it the old fashioned.
it's-
Oh, it's way at the top. I see. I
It's on the
see.
50, yeah.
Okay, cool.
See, it took the lower number, 16, and when it could have taken the 21.
Right. Okay. So,
I just started singing "Far Over the Misty Mountain."
well, with
I found a snow-covered hole.
with with the 16 and the 13, you guys managed to stay on the path relatively well. You continue upwards. The air seems to be getting thinner. It is getting notably colder. Not to the point where you guys need to worry about bundling up, so to speak, but it is chilly. I'm gonna asks Ragnar to play Trash Siberian Orchestra.
I meant Trans-Siberian Orchestra. My typing's not on point right now.
Okay.
I feel like the setting calls for some epic, All of the Mountain King music right now.
Sure. Ragnar plays the bagpipes version of Hall of the Mountain King.
I'm just out here head banging while walking.
Alright, so, what...
I think you might be able to play that, because I don't think it's copyrighted.
Let me check. In this Hall of the Mountain King public domain. Thank you, Google. The work has been released into public domain by its author, Musipin. Cool. I will... I don't think I have that on fucking Roll20, but I'll play it for the stream.
It's good fight music, especially the Trans-Siberian Orchestra version.
The videos. Sure. Wait a minute, Kevin that dude's on here somewhere. I'm certain of it. Manage audio. Tracks. All of the Mountain King. Oh, go fuck yourself. Eh? No. What about Battle Bards?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find a song. I'm trying to find a song in the audio settings of the Roll20. I couldn't find it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can play for stream though.
All right. So one more survival with disadvantage, please. Nate got a 10.
That survives hard as fuck, boy.
Zara got an 18, Pim got a 10. That is definitely good enough. You reach a you reach a point of the mountaintop that is clear of snow. You immediately notice because your feet are you're no longer ankle deep in wet shit. As you reach said point. Hold on, how loud is it? This music is pretty loud. There we go. That's a little better. As you reach this point, the cloud cover immediately disperses. And standing before you is a large reptilian creature, a snake-like being with wings that stands... Okay, enough of this fucking music, it's so distracting. I'm actually not sure what size this creature is. We're gonna say large, so we're gonna do a 10 by 10 space for now, and let me check that once I get the info up. Oh, it's medium. Okay, so it's the... Okay, so 5 by 5. Excuse me. Thank you. There we go. So this is actually a relatively... It's about the size of you guys. It's a snake-like creature with a sort of humanoid, like a combo of like a human-ish, dragon-ish face with feathered wings swirling before you. And it speaks into your minds. Who dares encroach upon this holiest of places? What just happened? I have become one with the snow, speaks Draconic. Sup, bro, it's me, fam.
You said it looked like a dragon, so I just assumed Draconic would work.
it's kind of dragony.
Munch said like a snake. A reptilian creature, snake with wings. It's
He
a
also
winged...
said, he also used the word dragon.
I didn't hear the word dragon. Don't fucking
Probably
yell
be
at
late
me.
to dinner, but thank you for telling me. So, sup, bro, it's me, fam. So it can't, like, speak verbally, but it understands all languages, and so in your mind you hear, who are you, scaly brethren? I'm Zarg. Hello, Zarg. What is your mission in this place? Why do you encroach upon this temple of our great god? It has been my duty for millennia to guard this place against intruders, those not of the faith. We're here to do a thing for a thing with a thing. It just blinks at you.
Tim steps forward and speaks in their most comfortable tongue, which is where is my...
I don't know the specifics. I'm just here to do a thing and hit things really hard.
Oh my god, Zimmer. Anyway, we're here to try and locate the tier of... What did you say? It was Alchemist or Arcanist?
Arcanist.
We're here to locate this artifact called the Tier of Arcanists because it can help save this world.
Supposedly.
We do not possess the great artifact, but there is much knowledge here on such things. Do you intend any harm to this place?
Only if harm is intended upon us.
Zarg, shut the fuck up. No, we don't. Excuse my companions. They are rough around the edges.
What, is this not a stand your ground mountain?
Stand your ground, mountain.
This is a not our territory mountain, and therefore we should respect those who live here.
Fine.
It sits in it peers at the three of you and it seems to be contemplating. It almost looks as though it is peering into your souls themselves.
Does he just see the old school clip of like the monkey with the cymbals clapping for my soul?
Yes, that is exactly what it sees. It peers at you, and it just cuts to your face, goes into your head, and there's the monkey just clang, 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 clang.
He's just visibly like unsettled.
It peers into Pim's soul. And and goes and speaks into your mind once more. You are very far from home, young one. What brings you to this place?
I am trying to find a way to better the lives of my family.
A very noble goal indeed. Looks to Sylvain. You are even further from home than this one. How did you even get here? Ooh.
I gotta be honest, I don't know. But you're not my god, and you're a stranger, so stranger danger.
This is true. This is not a temple of your faith, but I can see within you that you yourself are quite devout in your beliefs as well, so I feel somewhat safe allowing you to pass as well. Looks back to Zarg. If you promise not to break anything, you're cool too.
Define break.
Zarg.
Damage in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
For a while.
Like, he looks at you and goes, I will give you as many rocks to punch as you want. Just do not break the holy things.
Deal. You had me at rock.
Alright. You may proceed. And he spreads his wings wide, and the cloud cover recedes further to reveal a massive monastery. Kind of looking like, have you guys seen like those really big old Catholic churches that kind of like, they're like borderline citadels? When life is rock, you gotta chase rock. Zarg, probably.
Do you mean choose rock?
No, I mean Chase Rock.
Well, let me just do a quick Google. Let's see if I can find something comparable to what I have in my brain here. Yeah, that'll do.
Like, anytime anybody just looks at my soul, they just return unsettled.
You see the fucking Quaddles just having PTSD flashbacks to the cymbal banging monkey.
It's like, why was it singing clang 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 with the trolley? Why?
I'm gonna drop this in Gen Chat for you guys to look at. I have it on screen for stream to see as well. So this is kind of what you're looking at right now. Like a large main building with some a large main building, very decorative, kind of like weathered looking. It's very old. With like a surrounding outer wall. Excuse me. Are we at the Alamo? Is that the Alamo? Is that what that is?
No, I'm just making a dumb joke. The Alamo looks similar though.
Okay. I have no idea. I was just like, okay, well, I mean, this is probably fine. So I mean, we'll just leave it on this screen for now. It's fine. So you see that there aren't any actual gates Like, the walls just have an opening in the front. It seems to be more of an issue. It seems to be more of a wall intended to kind of keep the weather at bay. Within the, like, I mean, obviously the monastery itself has some doors that seems to be made out of very old stone masonry type of construction. Eh, eh. Notes. Okay. Do you head inside, or are you gonna sit and shoot the shit with the giant flying lizard?
Inside.
Alright. As you enter the monastery, you see that it is very majestic in its architecture, composed of large stone arches, intricate carvings in the walls and on the supporting columns and such. Beautiful stained glass pieces in the windows depicting what you can only assume to be the lore of this faith. The entrance area where you now stand consists of a series of pews in front of a large altar which is surrounded by glowing arcane symbols on the floor and gold candelabra which are glowing blue despite the lack of candles.
So this is an arcane-based religion. Interesting.
Yes. Diggy hole? No diggy hole, you promised!
That's why there's a question mark.
A 9 arcana? What are you trying to, like, figure out arcane-wise?
I don't know, just general knowledge of arcana of this place, if there's anything I know.
I mean, you can make a base estimation of, like, this is... I mean, you are, like, one of the few... You're, like, the only native to this land in the party right now, so you actually have a pretty solid understanding of this religion. Their god is Arcanus, which is literally the creator of magic and arcane. So they quite literally worship magic in its existence and its origin.
Oh, this is a temple of Arcanus, all right. I can feel the horniness for magic everywhere.
God damn it.
And then just instead of priests in robes or monks in robes, they come out in like a speedo tunic.
Just a speedo and a pope hat.
Yes.
Oh my god, no.
Make that canon.
No, maybe. You guys don't encounter any holy men right now, but maybe down the road.
Thank God.
Well, any man can be a holy man if you stab them enough.
Oh my God.
Pim rolls a 13 in Arcana.
Can I... Hold on. My phone just fucking slid off my bed. Can I read the arcane runes?
With a 13? I'm gonna say you can get the gist. The arcane runes around the pews, or not the pews, around the altar, seem to sort of tell a story. You see a symbol for, symbol that would represent nothingness. You see a symbol that would represent birth. You see a symbol that would represent darkness. A symbol that would represent light. And a symbol that would represent growth.
Can I do like an investigation for any like hidden passages or like puzzles or something that might be hiding the tier?
I mean, as you look around, I mean, you can roll an investigation to just kind of search through the pews and stuff. You see you don't need to roll a high investigation for the pews at any rate. So you go poking around where people usually sit for mass, and you find a crap load of copies of a book that is labeled the Arcane Omnibus.
Hey Nate, there's a book here that you might be able to decipher. I'm too not involved to understand this religion mumbo jumbo.
It's religion, or is it magic?
Well, technically speaking, it is an arcane-based religion, so you could roll Arcana or Religion.
It's both.
Oh.
Here, catch, and I
Fuck.
toss him the book.
Let's roll religion.
All right. I mean, you could also just read the book. It's printed in common.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going with that. Let's do that.
Okay, you start thumbing through the book. And I'm assuming Pim did not announce what the meaning of the symbols are since they did not say as much. So,
No.
I was going to, but then Fish talked over me.
all right. So, we can retcon that and say that you pointed out what you're seeing with the arcane symbols. Sylvain, you realized pretty quickly that the initial story told in this book of faith matches up to what the story of those arcane symbols are. The prologue entry, so to speak, says, "First there was Null. Then Earth was born, but resided in an eternal darkness. The great Arcanist gave of himself to bless us with light, and thus we were able to prosper." As you continue sifting through the book, you see stories talking about the many blessings of Arcanist, how he brought about each school of magic to accommodate his faithful in their times of need, guided mankind throughout the ages, the many offspring he had, also known as Azamar, how he provided a tear to his disciples when their society was on the verge of collapse. And lastly, of those that are truly blessed by him, heroes throughout history. And that's about all you find in that book.
Okay. Nothing interesting to note here.
I feel like that's not true. Did you at least read that out loud so that the rest of us
Yes.
can have an opinion?
Yes.
I'm just imagining the elf like reading this awesome story, all these tales of intrigue, and then he goes, "Well, that was boring." Clap.
So, the origin of the artifact we're looking for is included in their religion, but they don't have it here.
Correct. You guys would, I'm pretty sure in session 1 or 2, Ragnarok has told you guys about that. If not, fuck it. We'll have him just quick pipe up now and go, "Oh, I know that last story." Long ago, there was a whole thing going on where chaos and bad things, evil, were roaming the land. Monsters and creatures of the night were destroying villages of humanity, or intelligent humanoid creatures in general. It was down to the last few cities, and in an act of desperation, they begged their god for a blessing that could turn about this situation. And Arcanist, in his greatness, took pity upon his followers and gave unto them a single tear, which they then used, along with sacrifice of themselves, to essentially banish the chaos. And that is why, up until recent events, this country has been almost entirely peaceful.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. But yeah, that's about all I know. I'm pretty well versed with most stories, but this one's kind of like, it doesn't go with super specific details. Oh hey, what's that? And he points at a door.
It's a door.
I know it's a door. What's through the door?
I'm assuming more door stuff.
Mordor.
This is mine, Samoria.
Throw it in the ring! No.
Fine, I go check the door out.
Alright, I mean, it's not locked or anything. I'm assuming you just push it open.
Yes, and try not to break anything.
Just very carefully push it open. You see the koala poking its head through one of the upper windows watching you.
I just like snap my head back around like 180 degrees. And then it just gets a flashback of the monkey.
Oh, fuck. Alright, so inside of this room, it appears to be a storage space. There are, several shelves of ceremonial supplies, a small altar, and a mirror attached to the back wall.
Is that a magic mirror?
Sylvain is on his pooter. Alright, he can roll for himself then.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the Zargist of them all?
Roll Alright, Zarg, while you're making jokes about yourself, make a perception check. Good enough. You see that the altar, like as you're looking in the mirror, you see the reflection of the altar behind you, and it is glowing. As
I walk up to the altar, touch it, and see if I can
as you
know anything.
well, as you shift out of the way, like as you like begin to move and you reveal one of the shelving units, you notice several glowing spheres as well. Make another. Okay, Arcana. I mean, you can. There's a lot of you, high rage. With an Arcana check, I mean, you can tell that like these things are magically imbued, but you're not 100% sure like what they do. You turn around and
guys, there's a glowy thing.
You what? There's glowy stuff. With an 8 perception, you don't notice anything particular about the things glowing in the mirror, but you do turn around and realize that they are not glowing in real life.
Guys, prepare yourselves. I think the mirror's haunted.
Oh god. Thank you for the contribution, Rage. Love you too.
Is the mirror like strictly attached? Can I remove it and like bring the altar out of the room so it's in the bigger area?
No, the mirror is like wholly attached to the wall. It's like you can't budge it without breaking it.
I poke the mirror, see if I go through it.
No, you do not go through it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out of there and say, Pim, you're smart. There's a mirror and orbs that are only seen in the mirror. There's some vampire shit. I don't know.
Some vampire shit. All right.
I would just like to make it known to you, Zarg, that I'm from the Feywilds. I specialize in Fey magic, not whatever this shit is.
Well, you can read those symbols. It's more than I can do.
I recognized them. That doesn't mean
Well, one of you is going to have a better shot than I do. I'm just going to be a bull in a china shop in there, so...
Okay, I guess I'll go in. I'm just gonna say that Pim is like me and is very sleepy.
Okay. Pim walks in. Make a perception like you're looking in the mirror. You see the glowing altar and the glowing rocks. Make a perception check.
Normal, advantage, or disadvantage?
Normal. Motherfuck.
I blink.
You really need to stop trying to see things with your eyes closed.
You be quieter.
Alright, group effort here. Sylvain, make a perception check as well.
Okay, hold on.
Also, I think I have you on disadvantage still, so I would turn that off.
Okay. Yeah, you do have me on disadvantage. God damn it.
Sorry.
What kind of a DM perception?
Yeah. All right, that is good enough. Sylvain, you notice that the orbs glowing in the mirror on the shelf have symbols on them. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 glowing orbs. One has a flame, another a rock, one is a star, one is a circle, one is a spear, one is a shield, one is a chalice, and one is a skull.
Okay, I relay this to my teammates.
All right. Silence.
I don't know what to do.
Do any of those symbols have any lining up with any of the other 5 symbols we saw? Maybe we have to choose the 5 that correspond to the story that we have heard.
That was a very intelligent statement from the barbarian.
I mean, I do have the highest intelligence of the group.
This is true.
Yeah.
And we looked at the symbols. Do any of those symbols that Sylvain just described match up, or vaguely match up?
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, yes, they do vaguely match up to the symbols that you were reading.
Okay. What were the 8 symbols again? Chalice, star, rock, fire.
Circle, spear, shield, and skull.
Well, I'm assuming skull's death. I feel like that one's a pretty safe one. I'm assuming star might be life.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There was 5 symbols, right, total?
Let me think. I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 symbols.
Or the 6 symbols again, if you can list that off.
Let's see. A symbol of nothingness, a symbol of birth, a symbol of darkness, a symbol of light, and a symbol of growth or prosperity.
Okay. I guess choose skull, chalice, star, rock, circle, and spear, if you can, Sylvain. Try that.
Chalice, star. I'm sorry, I lied. It's 5. But
Okay, then drop the spear.
all right. So then, Sylvain, do you put those orbs on this altar?
Yes, in the order that was specified previously. I didn't get the order straight. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. The order actually didn't matter. As you place them, you're trying to like keep the order straight based off of Zark's instructions. You're like this, maybe this, but then like you put the last one down and they all just kind of like go into a line willy-nilly and then glow in real life. The altar and the orbs glow in reality.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I guess I did that right. Thanks, guys.
The mirror disintegrates. Man, smarticles. Oh my god.
Tim, are you still with us? Or did they fall asleep?
Soup, are you still conscious?
Oop.
I saw some. I think they're trying to talk, but it's not going through. I see their icon going green.
That could just be them breathing.
No, that's true. As much as you do not wish to admit this, yes, you are smarticles. Oh my god.
Maybe they stepped away and we didn't hear it. Anyway.
That is possible. So, where the fuck are my notes? There's too many windows. So as I said, the mirror disintegrates. From the top down, it turns into blue particles of light. And in the space that the mirror occupied is now for lack of a better description, a doorway. Behind the mirror, you see a stairwell.
Hey, what did we say about adding people?
What?
Well, he didn't.
I only did it
I was gonna
once.
say he didn't spam the at. That was our general rules. You don't spam it.
Yeah. Fish.
Anyway.
So yeah, you see a stairwell down.
I guess I go down the stairs.
Yep.
All right, everyone heads down the stairs. I really hope Soup can hear this. At the bottom.
Soup, blink twice if you can hear us.
How would we know if they were blinking? Like, I keep seeing it flickering. Right, at the bottom of the stairs, the party finds a room lined with arcane light fixtures. Essentially, lanterns hanging from the ceiling glowing blue with no fire. There is a pedestal at the far end of this room with what appears to be a large scroll upon it.
I push Ragnar forward and say, "This is your job."
Alright, I suppose I'll go and investigate. He hobbles forward. His bagpipes making just random noises because he has it tucked under his arm because he wasn't paying attention. And he unravels the scroll and begins to go through it, and he goes, "Oh my, this is quite an interesting read. Let's see here. This is... Oh, alright. This is a text on how to create an Arcanist here. And you're not going to like how it's done.
You don't know what I like.
I've seen what makes you cheer.
Yes, decapitating dead skulls.
You know what? You might like this. So,
what are the ingredients? Flour, water, sugar, blood of a virgin?
Well, you see, there are two ways. You can either reconstitute a tier of Arcanus by obtaining the shards of one that has been broken. Such as the article in question that has our world in such a tizzy currently. Alternatively, a significant sacrifice must be made inside of a magic circle depicted as such. And he holds up the scroll and you see like an extremely complex circle of sigils and symbols and line work, and it's complicated.
Does it specify living sacrifice, material sacrifice?
Living. According to this, we're going to need to make a sacrifice of either 5,000 civilians, 500 adventurers, or 5 true heroes. I'm awake.
Oh, Soup's awake. Soup's alive.
Yay, Soup's alive.
I regained consciousness to hear the
Did you? So you actually passed out on us? I'm so sorry. We'll end this quickly. I promise.
Can you repeat what the two options were in Ragnar's voice for
Yes, I will repeat. So we either must obtain the shards of the broken Tear of Arcanus from wherever it may have landed. Based off of some radio chatter I was hearing over by Orzix recently, I have a pretty good idea of where that might be. Alternatively, if we don't want to go through all of that effort, we have to kill a lot of people. 5,000 civilians, or 500 adventurers, or 5 true heroes.
For shard collection. I don't want to make no damn Philosopher's Stone. I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. At least one of us in this party is not going the murder hobo route.
Yeah.
There's Art made a statement.
Sorry, I shouldn't make this choice, as I feel someone that makes the choice should value life, which I don't. That's very fair and a good point.
Okay, we're not doing it.
Considering the fact that I have to return home to like 12 little siblings, I don't want to do that with the blood of 5,000 people on my hands.
Or just 5 heroes.
True hero.
True heroes. So,
How do we know if a hero is a true hero?
You punch them in the nuts, and if they flinch, they're not a true hero.
Ragnar raises his hand. I actually, I can tell. There's a reason I picked you 3.
Oh, great. We're on the sacrificial list. Okay, it's shards. We're collecting shards.
I'm like, Ragnar, you might want to rethink about your choice of me.
Listen, man, it's not my choice. You guys have the blessing of Arcanus. You have shiny blue auras around you that only certain people like myself can see. The fact that you're assholes doesn't mean you're not chosen heroes by God.
What? Why would it be by your god? Why couldn't it have been by something cool?
Yeah, but Ragnar, I have to believe in a god, I think, to accept his choice, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, you see, in this world where gods are actually real, they can just pick whoever the fuck they want, whether they want to be or not.
Yes, but to be a vessel or chosen hero of a god, you have to embody some aspect of him. So I just embody his unbridled rage for destruction and death.
Your backstory is literally folk hero.
Yes, but that involves destruction and death.
My backstory is a fucking charlatan. The hell?
Listen, Arcane is tricky and sneaky sometimes.
I mean, Sylvain's backstory is that he steals.
Arcane is just totally cool with the fact that I seduce money out of like the world's wealthiest humans and elves.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I think Arcana's pretty morally ambivalent.
Yeah.
Ambivalent or ambiguous?
Ambiguous?
Both.
Hold on, I need to Google. Definition. Ambivalent. Don't judge me. Yeah, both. Ambiguous and ambivalent.
Well, I think ambivalent implies it has sentience.
Which, I mean, technically speaking, the god of Arcana wouldn't have sentience.
Oh,
Well, they'd have omniscience.
Omniscience, omnipotence. No, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, well, so we got the things. Should we pack up and head back to the camp?
I mean, at this
Tell them what's up first, or
At this point, it's getting dark. I mean, you guys have been traveling for something like...
No, I mean like in general as a game plan before we go look for the tiers.
Oh, yeah. No, you guys probably want to, like, reconvene and let people know what's up.
And Rag said something about Orzix knowing where some of the shards might be.
I mean, you heard the radio broadcasts too, didn't you?
I was too busy spooning a halfling.
I distinctly remember Pim typing in chat, "Excuse me?"
Maybe I've slept since then.
Whatever, we can make camp in this horny Arcana temple tonight and then head back.
There is a barracks.
Ooh,
So you guys, there are like actual beds.
Yes,
let's
we can
sleep
make
on a
camp
dusty
there.
bed.
All right, you guys set up shop and chill out.
While they do that, I go outside and talk to the snake thing and say, "Where's my goddamn rocks?"
He has already accumulated a large pile of boulders for you.
Yeah.
When life is rock, you gotta chase rock.
You just hear, like, Pim and Sylvain just hear cracks and thuds and roaring as Zarg is just bludgeoning this pile of boulders.
I follow suit and fail miserably.
That's enough spam, Sylvain. Jesus.
That's a lot of low rolls.
You started
No
it.
nat ones.
I feel like his hands are just bloody mashes now.
Well, I mean, no nat ones, so he didn't technically hurt himself.
That's the same thing. Where's the other mountaintop that I can eat one of these at? I want to see what happens.
There is no other mountaintop. You were on top of the only mountain.
Oh. Is there any...
Mama, take me home.
I'm trying to play basically world-sized mini golf here.
Country dog.
Is there a lake somewhere that I can yeet one of these boulders to and try and get a hole in one?
Sure, you can. Yeah, there's a lake kind of bordering the side of the mountain that like you guys didn't climb up. Just yeet. A 21. All right, you take a rock that's about as tall as your knee, pretty decent sized boulder, and you yeet it as hard as you can. It gets about 10 feet and then starts rolling. It is picking up momentum as it heads down the side of the mountain, clunking and bouncing off of shit. It hits the tree line and it turns into a game of pinball for a second. Country gnomes, take my bones to the place they don't belong, to the pantry. Oh, I'm adding that as a quote.
Please set me free, country.
Where are my bones? Oh my god, that's glorious.
That's gold.
Oh, fuck.
Weird Al Yankovic D&D style gold.
I love it. That's my favorite, honestly. Anytime I play D&D, when there's an opportunity for stupid song parodies, that is the best. At this point, Pim's singing that while you're just eating stuff. Yeah, the boulder has passed through the tree line at this point. It looks a tad smaller. Some chunks have broken off of it, but it hits like a ramp of dirt. And it soars over the lake and crumples a shed.
Score.
Ooh,
Your turn,
ooh, ooh.
snake thing.
Ooh, me next.
I'm just like, beat that snake thing.
Snake thing? Alright. Hold on. Let me go back to the Quaddle stats.
Oh my god.
What is this? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Alright. The snack thing rolls a... Rip. An 11. It tries to wrap its tail around one of the biggest boulders there, because it's like, alright, motherfucker, let's go. And it, like, can't quite get enough leverage on it to get it rolling.
I'd put a moderate effort in helping them.
Alright, you guys, as a team effort, you get another rock rolling down the side of the mountain. This is a really big one. it as it gains momentum and reaches the tree line, it takes out about 5 trees, which promptly pile up and create a barrier against the other trees, and it stops. Country gnomes, ate my bones. I'm gonna be singing that at work. God damn it!
That might be hitting the headstone a little too on the head.
Rolling, rolling, rolling off the bones.
Rocks keep on rolling, 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 rolling. What? Rolling. Go Limp Bizkit.
Oh god, Limp Bizkit. I remember Limp Bizkit a little bit. It's been a minute.
Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. What? What quote was the one you added for me?
Right. Oh my god. All right. You guys head into the barracks after you've drained your supply of boulders to yeet down the mountain.
Okay.
The barracks are actually well maintained. There's still, you don't see a soul right now. Like, there isn't a single clergyman in this temple, but you fucking words. The like, you notice it's not like overtly dusty. The beds seem to be like well made and maintained. The linens are clean.
What kind of roll would I have to make to figure out if there's any other underpants gnome-like creatures in this building that we just haven't met yet?
Underpants gnomes?
I don't know, just shady monk people that are gonna show up and strangle us in our sleep.
I mean, you can roll around making you can walk around making perception checks if you want.
I don't see shit.
I don't see shit either.
Do you see shit? I stay with my eyes still closed. Look at it.
Time to go to
There.
work all day. We need underpants. Hey.
I think we should just decide to sleep and call it there.
Someday.
I think we should just decide to sleep and call it there.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So you guys take a long rest. You get a nice comfy bed to sleep in each. Him, there is an extra large bed that accommodates your body type.
Somehow Ragna's still riding you while you're sleeping. He just refuses to dismount.
Right? Though Ragna finds his own bed, he's not going to be a creepy old man.
I was listening. No. Fuck.
What?
This must be the equivalent of drunk soup.
No. Drunk me has not existed yet. Tipsy me has existed. It is incredibly giggly because there's a lot of sugar in alcohol. And it's basically just the same thing as hyper me, pretty much. There's no difference. But I was listening to the underpants. No.
Essentially, I said Ragna dismounts and finds his own bed, and you find an extra large bed that accommodates your size / body type.
Cool.
So y'all pass out. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a level at this point because you've done a lot since your last level. And you guys did a good job against the Ghast of Lang.
Yeah, I was just fucking skirting my ass off.
Yeah, right. So you got, I mean, you know, obviously you don't have to do that right now. Soup is like losing consciousness by the second and shit. So, but I will make a note of that in the Discord that y'all can get a level.
I guess Sylvain's doing it right now.
I mean, to each their own. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and raid out to somebody, and we will get this shit ended right now. Who's live and doing stuff? Let's see, we raided Joe.
Again, who would have ever thought the barbarian would have figured out the cerebral puzzle?
Right.
To the place.
Yeah, are we gonna come back and then that dude that asks for the gem skull just shows up next to Soup again?
The fucking weirdo the bone goblin just pops up drawn in by Pim's song. Bones. Give me your bones. Alright, we're gonna raid holy shit, Waltop's got 22 viewers, goddamn.
I mean, he has been live for like since 10 a.m. your time.
So the Epic Sir Silence is playing Vampire the Masquerade, which is closer to D&D than Sea of Thieves, so we're gonna raid.
Well, you could hang on, you could raid
Masquerade is like D&D light, but with vampire.
you could raid Vampire Anarchy. She's doing Red Dead Redemption RP. That's PC's girlfriend.
And how to Vampire Anarchy. Oh yeah, that's definitely them. They have the potato.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll raid. Yeah. We'll give them some viewers. Let's go show some love and appreciation to Vampire Anarchy. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. I hope you had a good time. I will be back on Tuesday continuing the commentary table gang. Hopefully my wrist is feeling better by then. All right, deuces.
Do you have Wanker's cramp, Munch?
I have
Are you?
I have De Quervin's tendonitis or some shit.